Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fabulous edition of the Symphony Minute. I've got Hector Guzman, of course, here with me. How are you, sir?
Actually, I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Considering everything is around us, we're doing fine.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And something fun that, we can be a part of this weekend, the Symphony.
Yeah, the Symphony continues the season with a concert entitled Legends of Jazz with Gypsy Jazz. This is a group of musicians. I believe it's a bass player and singer, Nikki Perrault, which is one of the main attractions. Then we have a jazz violinist, then we have a pianist, and also a guitarist, and then, of course, the symphony orchestra.
Yeah, that is so cool. So I like that term, too, Gypsy Jazz, because they're just a little band traveling, huh?
Yeah, well, it's a particularly brand of very different jazz with gypsy style and roots.
Yeah.
It's not your typical jazz, although most of the evening it will be paying tribute to Nat King Cole, to Ella Fitzgerald, and some of the legends of jazz. So it's going to be very entertaining, that's for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So kind of the mix of that heritage with that particular style, and then of course jazz, the legends.
That's right.
The legends of jazz, just all together, and that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because these are not your typical musicians. These are renowned musicians. Some of them actually they perform in New York and all the big jazz centers, and they get together once in a while. And this is one that encompasses all of these soloists, and then the accompaniment of the orchestra and several new arrangements also, because they usually don't play with an orchestra.
Really?
So we have commissioned an arranger, Mr. Brian Piper, to write the arrangements so that their pieces of music, and many of them original, can be accompanied by the symphony orchestra. So it's very attractive.
Wow.
We've never played this music, so it's the new arrangements are totally new.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a challenge for the orchestra, but something that is very attractive. As a musician, you always want to do new things, and this is one of them.
That is amazing. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is, not only new to San Angelo and new, it's just new music. It's fresh. It's never
hot off the press.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's never been heard before.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. And how do you come up with these ideas? Because you're constantly creating new things and bringing them here to San Angelo. But how do you come up with all these ideas?
Well, we have, of course, our artistic committee. We get together every year and plan the season a year in advance.
Wow.
So among the things that we want to do is this group has visited us for the past 3 or 4 years, of course, minus the pandemic when they couldn't come.
Right.
But they're back. And one of the things that our audience wants is, of course, the first time that they were presented, they played by themselves, 4 or 5 members. And that was very beautiful. But the audience wanted the orchestra to participate.
Yes.
So we have incorporated some numbers with the orchestra alone, because, as I said, these musicians have their own particular style.
Right.
And so for the first time in almost 3 years, we commissioned this arranger to incorporate some of their style and make it an arrangement for the entire symphony orchestra. So you ask the question, well, how do I come up with this? Well, I'm always trying to be creative.
Yeah.
And give our audience something fresh and something attractive. Not only with this concert, but every single concert is not your typical overture, symphony, concerto.
Yeah.
No, it's we dress it up and we try to really be different in a good way. Always trying to improve. But I think that has kept the orchestra going, especially during a very difficult time for the arts. So still have an audience, and the health concerns are minimized by the fact that you have a beautiful hall there in the background. I can see it.
Where we are right now.
Yeah, the background of the beautiful Murphy Hall, the system, the air filtration is excellent. And
Yeah.
when you go to an indoor concert, the tendency is for you not to talk,
Right.
but to listen.
You're right.
And so people feel very safe, and it's very safe. I know people are concerned, and we understand that. And the musicians follow all the rules. We use masks and all of that. But the music has to go on. The show has to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Most definitely. Yeah. And so you brought up another point that is, I would like you to explain it, please. So, because you talked about the different styles. For those who maybe haven't played an instrument before, or they're not familiar, it's not just like, oh, here's an instrument, you can play it. It's the same, take this song. It's the same, right? And it's not. It doesn't work like that.
No, especially with classical music and a symphony orchestra. This is a professional ensemble. People get paid, and they make a living out of it. In fact, most of our players are what we call freelancers, which means that they, they play in different orchestras in different weeks, and so that they make their living that way. And so you have to be an excellent musician, trained musician, and also, as you said, that enables us to do the Beethoven and the Brahms and Tchaikovsky, but also jazz, pops, Broadway, country western, and then of course the young artists that we have once in a while. So it's different styles, and to do that, you have to be really, really good.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm 30 years old. I think I would like to pick up the piano or the violin. That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's not these folks that you're going to see here.
No. In some areas of music, of course, yes, but no. And that's why it makes going to the symphony very attractive, because what you're hearing is really good quality.
Yes.
And you'll be treated to something really nice and special, and especially when you have guests like these that are so good in what they do with jazz. It's really quite amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah, so, we've talked a little bit about who is the symphony for. People have this misconception that, these concerts, they're just for this type of person, but it's for everyone.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty about great music.
Yeah.
It's not just for a certain class of people. It's for everyone. In fact, one of the greatest rewards that I've seen, especially here in San Angelo, is that people who have never been to the symphony, they come the first time, and then they just can't stop. I mean, it's like, whoa, I've just never realized that going to a symphony was so fun. Because we make it, our programs are never too, for lack of a better word, too heavy.
Yeah.
But we present good quality music in whatever style. Yeah. And then going to the Murphy Hall and experiencing that beautiful hall and the music that you're hearing, it's really quite a uplifting experience, and that's why it's for everyone.
Yeah.
If you have knowledge of music, fine, but if you don't have any knowledge of music, you still love it, because that's the beauty about great music. It always touches your soul.
Right. And especially, like you said, being there, the atmosphere, being in that hall, seeing everything live, hearing it live, it's a lot different from listening to the radio in your car.
Yeah, or going to a outdoor concert, in which it's not quite the same. This is for you to sit, relax, and enjoy, and it's quite an experience, for the musicians and for an audience.
That's wonderful, and it's great for the whole family too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We see families, kids. In fact, it's funny because I've been here for almost 16 years, or maybe more, and I've seen kids, that they bring their kids from very young ages, and then I turn around, I see them, and they're all grown up. Many of them already in college or married, and it's just great to see them grow up attending the concert. So it's really very rewarding in that aspect.
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't really often, we get the perspective from the crowd because we're the ones in the crowd, and we see it. But from your eyes, seeing that the children grow up. I
Yeah.
mean, what is that like for you?
Well, the parents created kids, families with values, and also an appreciation for good music. And the best example are my own kids. I have two already grown up. One of them married and expecting a baby, and the other one just about to get married. When they grew up, we took them to every single concert that I conduct. Every single one. They sometimes didn't like it. They wanted to stay with their friends and all of that. But anyway, they hit that 18-year-old, 18-year age, 18 when they are ready to do something and went to college. Well, when they went to college, they just felt that they were freed from our being such taskmasters that no longer they needed to go to the concerts. But later on, when they start working and doing their own lives, now both my kids, Francisco, who is in Philadelphia, he goes to the Philadelphia Orchestra every single week, and he's a season subscriber of the Philadelphia Orchestra. And my daughter absolutely loves Tchaikovsky and Ravel and Brahms, and now they can't wait. They can't wait to go to the concert. So I see that in other families. I say, well, job well done.
There you go.
Job well done. I think that you prepare young audiences to be good attendees and supporters of great music.
Yeah. Do you rub it in a little bit? Like, oh, I told you so.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah. But it's been a good trip.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, like we said, this a fabulous show coming up this weekend. Let's go over all those details again, especially where people can get tickets and the time it starts and everything. Yeah,
well, SanAngeloSymphony.org is you can get tickets online. You can call our phone number 658-5877, or go to our office right there at City Hall. Yeah. And to get your tickets. The concert is this Saturday at 7 p.m. At the Murphy Performance Hall. We're right there at City Hall. Yeah. And just buy your tickets and come and enjoy the legends of jazz.
I was about to say, full of just great music, jazz, paying homage to all the greats.
All the greats. That's right.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Hector, for coming and talking to us. Do you have any final thoughts or messages for the folks?
Well, you better show up.
Show up.
You better show up.
Yes, and support great artists and just, have a great time.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Hector, so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, of course. And thank you all for watching. That's all the time we have. But hey, we'll see you next time. Have a great day.